Hello there, everybody. Dixie with Mydoma Studio here. It is Tech Tip Tuesday, and today we're talking about tasks. So I want to tell you my favorite things about tasks. You can see that right now I am in my studio dashboard. Here on the studio dashboard, you can see that I have tasks listed. These are the ones that I'm working on at the moment. Depending on the due date, they're going to show up right here. I also have the ability to create a task. I can create one directly from here, click on that and start a new task. Or I can come here to the task manager to see the overview of all of my tasks. We're going to start right here. So here I am in my task manager. Let's take a little bit of a tour here. So first of all, you can see that I have to-do tasks. If I toggle that down, you can see I have in progress tasks, and I also have the tasks that I've already completed. Right now, though, I'm going to open that guy back up. Over here on the right-hand side, you can see that I have filters. So I can search for certain tasks using any of these options. Now, if you don't see this particular search in your studio, close that. Maybe it looks more like this. Maybe you're on a smaller screen. Then this little filter icon right here is exactly what you need to click on to open up that filter and give you the ability to sort things. So I can search for a particular task. Maybe I wanted to do client intake, and I'm going to start with that. Or maybe I want to find all of the tasks to do with clients. I've got that right here. I can search by project. So if I just want to see certain tasks for certain projects, I can do that. I can search by assignee. So an assignee is someone whose job it is to take care of the task. They're in charge of doing whatever the task is. I can search for clients and or team members because anybody in my studio can be assigned to a task. I have watchers. Now, a watcher is really just somebody who is keeping an eye on it. So for example, if I give my client a task with a list of things to do, I want to be able to keep an eye on it and see what they're doing and how far they've gotten. I can add myself as a watcher, and then I can keep an eye on things and make it easy. Here again, you can search all of these by watchers. So let's say I wanted to find out how many tasks I have here specifically. If I click there, I can click OK. No tasks for Dixie. Let's see if Rebecca is watching any. Yes. So these are all of the tasks that Rebecca is watching. If I want to see who is assigned to a particular task, maybe I want to see which tasks Sarah is in charge of. I can do that. You can see Sarah is assigned to all of these tasks. Sometimes there are additional assignees. This particular one, I happen to know Sarah is the team member, Stacy is the client, but you can put all of that on there. I can do it by status. So if I only want to see the things I've completed, only the things I'm working on right now, or only the things that I have to do, I can do that. I can also do the priority. So I can put things in 3 different priorities, high, medium, and low. Probably would make more sense if I said low, medium, and high, but that's okay. So low priority is something that you'd like to get done, but it's not urgent. High priority would be, okay, I need to focus on this first. Then you can also sort things by tags. So maybe you have tags that you want the task to contain. So if I wanted to see all of the construction related items where I have tagged those tasks, I could search by that. So I can come in here and I can say, just start typing. I don't need the whole thing in there. Construction. Apparently I only have one. I can remove that. I could switch to a different one. And then I also have the option to say it does not contain a certain tag in it. So if I want to see all of the items that are labeled as construction, but not the ones that I've labeled as contractor, I could do that. So I can sort things to make it easy for me to find. I can also archive tasks. If I want to see the ones that are already archived, I'll click in this checkbox and come over here. All of my archive tasks are over here. Uncheck the box, and I'm going to come back to my regular normal tasks. And then down here at the bottom, I can put them in whichever order I need. So now that we've talked about all of that, let's talk about what information you can see just glancing at a particular task. So right here, I can see that this complete rendering, it's in the to-do section. It is due March 10th. It's the 15th now, so I better get on that. It is associated with the Smith office project. Sarah is assigned to it. It is a high priority. It doesn't have any tags. And then this right here shows that it has 4 sub-items on it that need to be completed. And none of those items have been. I can tell because there isn't any progress that's been made here. So for example, this one says 1 out of 5 items on the checklist have been completed. And you can see that it is moved over a little bit. This is 50% done, so the bar moves. It just keeps track of how far along you are in all of your items. Let's come up here to, let's take a look at this one. Here in the task itself, I have the title right there. I can click on the pencil and edit the title. I can change my status. If I just want to mark it as complete, I can click the checkbox. Otherwise, I can move to one of the other ones. I can change the priority. I can add and remove people who are assigned to do the work and people who are assigned to watch. So remember, assignees are the people who are actually doing the task. The watchers are the people who are just keeping an eye on it. Here I have the description for the task. This is where you can put in whatever information you need to. Down here, we have our checklist that I mentioned. You can see that I have 5 things on this checklist. One of them has been completed. I can come in, I can add additional things, I can check them off, or I can remove them or rename them. Down here is one of my very favorite parts, which is as files are uploaded to the task itself, whether it is by a client or maybe it's your contractor is coming in and uploading files for you as a team member. Once they have been added to the task, you can move them very easily. So let's say I just want my contractor is on this. I want the contractor to upload their preferred vendor list so I know which items to check off or where to go to purchase things for my client, to specify things for my client. So they've uploaded it. I've checked it off. I don't really need to give my contractor access to the files and media. I just needed him to get me the file. So now to make it easy on myself, I've checkmarked it and I'm going to click copy to files and media. And this is going to go straight to the files and media in this project. So we have the project assigned up at the top. Now we're going to come down. I have a folder called Builder Assets. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And when I click copy, it's going to put a copy of that file in that folder for me. So I'll be able to go into the folder itself in the project, and this file will be there. Makes my life much easier. I don't have to go anywhere. It's right here. I can just go ahead and move it over. All right, on this side of the task, some other things that I absolutely love. I love that you can add a start and end date. Start date is when you need to begin working on this. The end date is the due date. I can also keep track of my time on a particular task. So I can do the timer, which is the same timer that you've used before. It's right there. You click on it and just push play. You do probably want to select a service first. Or I can click time entry. And when I do that, I can now add a time entry and I can fill out all of that information there. The other thing that I can do is have a conversation. So if I have any comments, I can add a comment here. I can have my client or my contractor, my other team members, we can have a conversation back and forth, just letting people know that things have happened, maybe asking questions. This is going to keep track of all of the back and forth conversation that needs to happen. And it's all going to be in one place, which for me is really the most important part. I don't have to go all over Kingdom Come to find this information. I'm not having to go in and out of my email or anything like that. I have the contractor as my team member. I've had them, I've assigned them to the task. They can upload things. All right, that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can always pop into the help box here in your studio. You can find that either by coming over to your resource center and selecting your help guides, or by clicking on your logo mark and coming down to help guides here. If you have any additional questions, of course, we also have our great support team there for you. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have a great day.